Welcome to today's episode. Did you know that as of 2023, over 460 million people worldwide are listening to podcasts? That's a staggering number, and it shows just how popular this medium has become. But here's a question for you. Can you name the most popular English podcast right now? Join me on this exciting journey as I dive into the world of English podcasts to uncover a new favorite. Not only will we explore some incredible content, but we'll also discuss how finding the right podcast can be a game changer for language learners. So let's get started and see if we can discover something that truly blows our minds.
All right, so you're on a quest, right? You want to find an amazing English podcast.
One that'll really knock your socks off.
Exactly. But it can be so tough with like a zillion podcasts out there.
It really can.
Today we're going to dive into why podcasts are awesome for language learning, and we'll even
Give you some tips to find the perfect one.
And of course, we'll deep dive into one specific podcast that really caught our eye.
The one that really impressed the source author.
I think we all know finding a new favorite podcast can be a total game changer.
Oh, absolutely.
But like, what makes it so impactful for learning English specifically?
We'll just think about it for a second.
Okay.
You're exposed to authentic pronunciation, you're picking up new vocab naturally, and you're getting these like cultural insights you wouldn't find in a textbook.
It's like you're just absorbing the language without even realizing it sometimes.
Exactly.
But I know when I was starting out, I was just overwhelmed by all the choices, you know?
Oh yeah, I totally get that.
Like, where do you even begin?
Well, it really depends on your level, you know? Like if you're a beginner, you probably want something with simpler language and relatable topics.
Something you can follow without getting totally lost.
Right. And then for intermediate learners, you don't want to get bored.
You need a little more meat, right?
Exactly. Something to keep you engaged and push your skills further.
So what about the advanced learners?
They've got a different challenge altogether.
Okay.
They got to find something intellectually stimulating, you know?
Makes them think.
Yeah, something that keeps them on their toes while still being engaging, you know?
So listeners, what about you? What's your learning level and what gets you fired up? Think about it.
And while you're thinking about that, don't be afraid to explore different genres.
Oh yeah, branching out is key.
Like maybe you're into captivating stories, you know?
Oh, I love a good story.
Then check out narrative podcasts like This American Life or The Moth.
Ooh, The Moth. Those personal stories always get me.
Right. Or maybe you're more of a deep dive learner. You want to learn all about fascinating subjects.
You like those knowledge bombs.
Yeah, exactly. Then educational podcasts like the TED Radio Hour or Stuff You Should Know are perfect.
Or maybe you like to learn and laugh at the same time.
Oh, who doesn't love a good laugh?
Right. Comedy podcasts like My Brother and Me or How Did This Get Made can be so much fun.
And don't forget personal development podcasts like The Tim Ferriss Show.
Or Happier with Gretchen Rubin.
Yeah, for those who are looking for some inspiration and actionable advice.
So many great options, but the source author had one clear favorite.
How I Built This.
A podcast that dives into the stories behind iconic companies and the journeys of their founders.
I mean, who isn't fascinated by those stories of like struggle and triumph?
Yeah, what makes How I Built This so special in your opinion?
Well, it's the perfect blend of compelling content and just amazing storytelling.
The source author really praised the host, Guy Raz, for his meticulous research.
Oh, he really does his homework.
But isn't entertainment more important than in-depth information in a language learning podcast?
Well, I think it's all about finding that sweet spot, you know? Sure, entertainment is key, but the depth of research that Raz brings to his interviews is actually what makes them so engaging.
So it's like learning without realizing you're learning.
Exactly. He doesn't just scratch the surface. He digs deep, unearthing the human stories.
The challenge is the triumphs.
Yes, all those pivotal moments that shaped these companies and the entrepreneurs behind them.
He doesn't just ask those surface-level questions, does he?
No way. He's all about uncovering the motivations behind the decisions, the setbacks they faced, and those aha moments that changed everything.
And he weaves it all together so seamlessly, right?
Yeah, he's a master storyteller.
With a genuine curiosity that shines through.
And a knack for connecting personal anecdotes with historical context and business insights.
It's like you're right there in the room with these incredible entrepreneurs.
Living their journey alongside them.
So to wrap things up, finding your perfect English podcast is about finding that perfect fit.
A podcast that speaks to your interests.
And challenges you at your current skill level.
Don't be afraid to try out different genres, you know.
You never know what you might discover.
And remember, consistency is key.
Make it a habit to listen regularly, and you'll be amazed at how much progress you make.
But here's a final thought for you.
I love these final thoughts.
Don't just think of podcasts as a language learning tool. See them as a gateway to new ideas, perspectives, and stories.
Ooh, that's deep.
Embrace the journey of discovery, and you'll be surprised at how much you learn about the world and even about yourself along the way.
That's so true. All right, so go out there and explore the vast world of podcasts.
Find that hidden gem that speaks to your soul.
And when you do, tell us all about it.
We want to hear what captivates your mind.
Happy listening, everyone.
See you next time.
Thanks for joining me on this exploration of English podcasts. I hope this journey has inspired you to find your new favorite show that not only entertains, but also enhances your language skills. Remember, the right podcast can be a powerful tool in your language learning arsenal. So keep listening, stay curious, and let me know in the comments what your favorite English podcast is. Until next time, happy listening.